Hi everyone. So here I am with Robert Parkinson, who is eBay's new category expert for coins and stamps in their collectibles team. Hi, Robert.
Hello.
Robert, Robert is really well recognized in the collectibles sector, having worked with Spink and Heritage Auctions. He joined eBay from Sovereign Rarities, where he was head of auctions. He's also written a book on coins, which is all really exciting. Robbie will be joining us at Virtual Stampex this week, so that's Thursday. But I am just taking this opportunity to chat to him about his role and his love for the hobby. So Robbie, nice to have you with us. So can you tell us, how did you get into collectibles?
Nice to be here. So I always had a love of natural history as a child, and was collecting insects, fossils, crystals, anything I could find. And that slowly moved into a fascination with the physical history of humanity. So always loved archaeology, and I moved through many different collectibles areas. So including stamps, antique books, even taxidermy for a really strange year. And then I settled in coins, which is where I've been working professionally for the last few years. But I have a love for all things old and decaying.
What did you collect in taxidermy? That's hilarious.
I still have an albino blackbird at my parents' house, which I'll be picking up soon. And I had a few other bits and bobs. I think oh yeah, I've got this piranha, which just happened to prepare earlier. But I don't have too much of that anymore.
That is hilarious. And what a great background. And so you've written a book. So how did you, I mean, that's all about coins. Have you, tell us just a little bit about it?
Of course. So the book is called Economics,
I was going to say, you've got a copy.
because I like puns. And it's a guide to the global numismatic market, how it varies from country to country, and just explores what gives coins value and how people trade them, how they store as a store of capital. But really just to give the general reader an idea of what makes numismatists tick. This came out last year, published with Spink, and I'm thinking of putting together a sequel, which would be around stamps. So I will definitely value any input from philatelic experts I meet at Virtual Stampex who might have some ideas what the book should revolve around.
Cool. I mean, that's amazing. You'll be possibly writing a philatelic book. That's brilliant. How did the coin book come about?
So I realized no one had done a book like this before. There's so many books on esoteric elements of numismatics and philately, it's extremely niche areas of Roman coinage or I don't know, stamps of Sierra Leone or whatever. And as much as they're interesting, they are pretty niche for their readership and the sort of information they can give. So I thought coming up with a sort of straight down the middle guide to the general market that anyone can pick up and read would be a good contribution to the literary base. So I've got a lot to learn about stamps before I can possibly hope to put together a guide, but I'm looking forward to my education.
That's brilliant. Hopefully lots of people will come and see you at Virtual Stampex. So you obviously wrote this book whilst you were working. How did you, I suppose, what did you do before eBay? How did your job inspire the book?
Yeah, I would say so. I started out years and years ago now, buying and selling coins, stamps, anything on eBay. I then started working professionally at Spink as an intern in the stamp department in 2017 and gradually moved over to the coin team. After a year at Spink, I moved to the US, to Texas, to work at Heritage Auctions as their senior numismatist for British coins. And it was while I was working at Texas, I started to think, this is a really global market. And I don't think people know that, or a lot of people don't realize just the extent of this market. So I started writing the book then, and then I left Heritage in March 2020, and I had a convenient few months of not really doing anything around that time. between jobs and in lockdown, where I was able to write the book and have it out about it was about April 2022 that it came out.
Amazing. And then you joined Sovereign Rarities.
Yeah, I joined Sovereign Rarities it was June 2020, and I was with them for 2.5 years. Really, really great team. And then eBay approached me in summer last year, and I made the move in November. So I've been at eBay just about 6 months now.
Amazing, amazing. And tell us a bit more about your role at eBay. What sort of do you get up to?
Well, it's a big company, so I'm still, even 6 months in, I'm still finding my feet. But I oversee the coins, stamps, and bullion categories. So I look through the inventory, keeping an eye on what there's too much of, too little of in other respects. Work with some of the biggest sellers to manage the inventory on the platform, put together events, and try and make it a better collecting experience for everyone. My work is cut out for me, and having bought and sold on eBay for many years, I know what needs work and what is pretty good and what people come to the platform for. But as I say, I'm looking forward to hearing some more feedback about what can be done to improve the platform and hopefully make it a little bit more of a friendly collecting area going forward.
Oh, that's amazing. So at Virtual Stampex, people will be able to come and chat to you and tell you like any ideas that they have. From
So I'm hosting 2 roundtables at Virtual Stampex, one on the 4th of May, which is the Thursday, I think, at 10, and one on Friday at 11. So I'll be really looking forward to meeting some of the other attendees and taking as much feedback as I can get about the stamp market in general and eBay's place within it.
Amazing. Is there anything else that we should expect from eBay during Virtual Stampex?
So I'll be on chat the whole time, I believe. I'm there to introduce myself, get to know everyone, and put a face to eBay. As I understand that sometimes it can be difficult trying to work with a platform where you can't make eye contact with someone and actually talk to a human being. So I'm looking forward to being eBay's representative there and getting stuck into some stamps. Definitely will be buying some there as well.
Amazing. We love a bit of shopping. And obviously it's not just Virtual Stampex that you're involved with this year. eBay are also attending CoinEx. That's right, isn't it?
Yes. So we'll be at CoinEx in London in September, and we'll be in Pittsburgh in the US in August at the ANA. So both shows will have stands. We'll be there once again to meet collectors, meet eBayers, collect as much feedback as we can, and just show up to help where we can, and hopefully have some coins on the show. If we don't come up with some, I'm sure I'll find some around here somewhere to bring with me. But yeah, just wanting to get as involved in the collecting community as possible.
Amazing. I think that's really, really good. I think it's really good for people to be able to meet someone behind eBay and get the opportunity to chat to you, definitely. And on that note, we have a couple of funny little questions. But I suppose we just wanted to know if you actually own any stamps yourself, and if you had any favourite collecting stories. It would be great to hear.
Well, my dad came and helped me move in to our new house a couple of weeks ago, and he said that while clearing out his stuff, he had found his old pair of Stanley Gibbons stamp tweezers.
Brilliant.
So it runs in the family. But the stamps I bought recently, I bought a penny black, 2 tuppenny blues, and 2 penny reds. Penny black being my absolute favorite. It's it's iconic. It's the one you need to have if you're going to be eBay's stamp category manager. And I fully intend to add more to my collection. Favorite collecting story? I don't have as much in stamps as I'd like. I'm sure I'll have lots in a couple of years' time. But one of my favorite stories was back in 2019, a metal detectorist found this this small copper alloy coin with a very faint, crude picture of a pig on it in Kent. Doesn't sound very exciting, but he did some research and he realized it resembled very strongly the very early colonial coinage of Bermuda, which is extremely valuable. It didn't match anything specifically though, so he put a lot of research in, wasn't able to have it authenticated properly. He came to me. I tried to help as much as I could. I talked to experts around the world. I talked to Bermudan newspapers, and in the end, we put it to auction just as it was, and it sold for £28,000, which was fantastic news for everyone involved. And it was just great to be able to, I suppose, tick off an academic pursuit, help someone out, and put together a great auction.
That's amazing. What a cool story. I love it. That's brilliant. And where did you get your stamps from? They're really cool.
I bought them on eBay.
eBay, obviously.
But
Where else?
yeah, it's the one place to go.
Great. Oh, thank you so much, Robbie, for joining me. That was absolutely brilliant. And have a great day. Thank you.
No problem. See you at Virtual Stampex.
See you there.